tell us what car is it? Is it what year is the car?
So this is a 92 Land Rover Defender 110. This is a rest of world spec, which means the truck was imported in from Europe. It's not a North American spec truck, unfortunately, but maybe someday I'll have one of those. This particular car is a 200 TDI, so new. These had about 90 horsepower. And now it's probably got like 70 ponies left in the pen, but it still pulls her own.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's a 4-cylinder turbo diesel.
The import, did you import it or did you find it was already imported?
It was already imported. I found it online from a seller in Maryland. He certainly was able to disclose that the truck needed a good bit of work, but so at least he was being honest with that. But yeah, I mean, despite all the work, it's been a hero.
So what is your favorite part about it?
It's a go-anywhere vehicle with a go-anywhere attitude. So I've taken this car to concourses, I've taken this car to off-road rally events, and everywhere I go, it certainly draws a crowd.
Absolutely. And do you daily drive this?
I used to. I almost got in a really bad accident with it one day, so I decided to not put it through the torture of daily commutes, and so now I have a 2017 Discovery Sport that I daily, and now this is just the party wagon. So
that's the weekend warrior, huh?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But I'll still take this to Rover rallies all across the eastern seaboard. I've gone to the Mid-Atlantic Rally through the Rovers Owner of Association of Virginia Club, the Rovers Club, which is the Pennsylvania club. I just went to an event last weekend, actually in New Jersey, and there's all sorts of rallies, even across the country. There's one in September called the Great American Rover Rally that I was thinking about heading out for. So,
awesome. Yeah. And you said you do have an Instagram. What's your Instagram name?
It is Crabtree, or it's either SE Crabtree 304 or just S Crabtree 304. I can't remember.
We can find it up and drop you a tag for those that want to give you a follow. So yeah, we certainly appreciate the build. Adam, do you want to take a spin around the truck? And
Absolutely.
Just check it out?
I hope you'll pardon the mess.
Do you want to give us a tour?
Sure, yeah. I mean, this is also my work truck, so I hope you'll pardon the mess. Normally it does have, like I said, it's very dirty, but dirt looks good on this car.
Absolutely.
This has an R380 gearbox. It originally had an LT77, which meant reverse was before first, but now it's a 5-speed with reverse. And below fifth, you can see the transfer case shifter here. So that's your 4-wheel drive system. And how you engage it.
So Sarah, let me ask you this. This is all very mechanical. There's no like, hey, electric knob this.
No, despite the son of this vehicle, this is a very mechanically dependent, not electronically dependent. Collector of the stickers. I like to say that I'm at a Rover rally, at least I can pick out my car. So it's just things that I like, bands, TV shows, brands I support, messages I support. I try not to put anything too political on the truck because I don't want it to be vandalized for that reason. But yeah, just a little bit of everything that I enjoy is always on the truck. Yeah,
Good.
I guess also to caveat off of everything, I also work on these as my day job at a shop in Elizabethtown. Like I said, I was originally just a customer of the shop, but then one day my now boss moved into a bigger shop, and so I asked if he would be interested in taking an apprentice. And so I've been apprenticing with him for over a year now, and I'm learning every single day. Everything from engine overhauls to just changing out bulbs to replacing belts, everything. It's a really good time. He's very supportive of me. The whole team's very supportive of me, and I'm very honored to be introduced to this industry that has not always been so favorable to women breaking through in it. So yeah, I really can't complain.
So how often do you drive this?
Recently I haven't been driving much because my power steering box is having a problem. So the steering right now is incredibly heavy, as you can see right now as I'm demonstrating. But normally when things are going well with the truck, I'm driving it very often. Like I said, I love this truck to death, and I love doing things with this truck. And it's also my work truck. I live on a small farm in Dover, and this is the work truck. We do everything with this truck. We haul mulch in the truck. We put livestock in the truck. We do a little bit of everything with it. So yeah.
How many miles do you have on it?
Right now, I think she's about to reach 200K on this engine,
right.
So it's very much due for a rebuild, which I plan on doing this winter. But it's simple and it's cheap to rebuild, so it shouldn't be too much of a burdenous task. The rev counter clocks up to 4, maxed out at 4. And I change it around 3, and she's happy at 2. And pardon my steering, it's very, normally it's much more sophisticated. That's what's really neat about this truck, is that despite its ruggedness, it still came with some luxuries of power steering, power brakes, compared to its elders of the series trucks. Although some series trucks did have power brakes, they just didn't have power steering. Yeah, despite its ruggedness, it can be very sophisticated. It's very nice to drive. Oh, we got some geese on the road here. Okay. But it's meant to work. It certainly is meant to work. We're actually restoring 2 North American 90s, full restorations, and we're very excited to see those finish up. I'll have to, I guess, send you guys pictures to check them out sometime. And we're not doing any heavy modifications to them. We just plan on keeping them stock, but have them be as they would have come out of the showroom, so to speak. So, yeah.
Do you get good miles per gallon on this?
Yeah, actually I do. Despite it being kind of an older truck, I'm getting around 25.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Remember coming from West Virginia, where I live in West Virginia part-time, back up to PA. I only had to fill up my tank once in Maryland. So I was able to conquer 200 or some miles on only like half a tank of it.
Have you done any interior work on here, or is it pretty much all stock?
It's pretty much all stock. This is not stock. This center console here, it doesn't have a glove box, so this is in lieu of that. I didn't add it. When I was still a customer for the shop I now work at, they added this rev counter gauge for me. Added a lever gauge. That's always a good thing to have. But yeah, for the most part, this is an all original truck. The transmission is not. It originally came with an LT77 where reverse would be here next to 1, and this is an R380 where reverse is below 5th there. The reason for the change in that is that the 77s were 3 pieces, and what happens is that the seals would go out and water would get in, and your transmission would be compromised when you would go through water obstacles, or even just driving it on the road in the rain. Water would get in and compromise the transmission. And so the LT77 the R380 has the advantage of only being a singular design, and seals don't go out. There isn't multiple seals holding it together. Yeah, so, and I really like this box better.
Do you have any plans for the interior or even exterior? You just gonna keep it how it is?
I don't really plan on doing it up like to be a luxury truck like a lot of Defender owners choose to go, which is fine for them. I plan on keeping this as a work truck. I'll probably do a couple of things in that. I'll rebuild the engine and give some TLC to the axles for that big rally I was talking about, the Rebel Rally. I'm very excited to be a part of that. That's 2,000 kilometers through Utah and California. I believe it starts in Moab, so it's covering very rocky terrain and sand. I'd say that I'm a fairly experienced off-road driver. I actually used to work at an off-road school when I lived in West Virginia, so I'm now trying to gain sponsorship and just have the truck ready for 2022. I plan on doing a good bit of work to it. The biggest thing I think is I'll be adding a roll cage to it, just for safety.
Do you usually get a lot of attention driving it around?
Yeah, I do. And that's part of the reason why I love driving it, is just all the attention I get from it. A lot of people mistake it as a Jeep, which I can understand. Land Rovers aren't very commonplace in the States.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely not something you see every day.
No,
sure.
It certainly is not. Especially Defenders, since there's so few in the States. But for those who can recognize what they are, kudos to you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Anything else to say before we finish out here?
Just want to thank you guys for letting me come out and tell you about this car. And I look forward to seeing what you guys think about it. If you have any questions about it, I'd love to answer them. And yeah, I hope I didn't embarrass myself too much out here. So yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, thanks so much. If you guys would like to follow me on my journey with this truck, I'm actually doing a rally in October of 2022 called the Rebel Rally. It's the first all-women's off-road rally held throughout Utah and California. I'm in need of sponsorship to send the truck out there, so if you guys would like to support me on this journey, you can reach out to me on my Instagram at scrabtree304. Thanks so much.